country got independence through War of Liberation as Bangabandhu's 6 points written in blood of Bangalis, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in a virtual discussion on historic 6-point day. Awami League and various allied organizations paid rich tribute to Bangabandhu on occasion of historic 6-point day. Questions remain to their beliefs in the spirit of independence who do not believe in 6 points, says Obaidul Qadir. Both ruling party and opposition should be in favor of the liberation war of country. But BNP doing politics with anti-liberation forces, says Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. Jatiyo সংসদ passes supplementary budget for the financial year 2020-21. Corona infections spike across country, including the border districts. Total lockdown and other safety measures taken. Global death total from coronavirus crosses 37,45,000, more than 17 crore 41 lakh infected. And Bangladesh lost to India by 2-0 in qualifying match of World Cup Football 2022 and Asian Cup 2023. Assalamu alaikum. This is Shanin Ziauddin welcoming you to News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Centre. You have just heard the highlights and now on to the details. Today is June 7th, the historic 6-point day. The nation is observing the day commemorating the Awami League-led movement for autonomy in 1966 that ultimately led to the Liberation War in 1971. On this day in 1966, 11 people, including Monu Mia, were killed in police firing during a hartal called by Awami League in support of its 6-point program announced by party leader Sheikh Mujibur Rahman demanding autonomy for the then East Pakistan, now Bangladesh. The 6-point program, known as the Magna Carta of the Bengalis, resulted in a massive movement against the misrule of the central government. On the occasion, President Mohammad Abdul Hamid and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in separate messages urged the countrymen to make effective role in building Shonar Bangla as dreamt by father of the nation Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Awami League, its associate bodies and like-minded socio-cultural organizations have drawn up elaborate programs to mark the historic 6-point day. Due to the global pandemic, Awami League and other organizations are observing the day on a limited scale by maintaining the proper health rules. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has said country's independence was achieved through the Great War of Liberation as Bangabandhu's 6-point formula was written with the blood of Bangalis. The Prime Minister said this in a pre-recorded speech in a discussion on the virtual platform today, marking the historic 6 Points Demand Day. Father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Birth Centenary Celebration National Implementation Committee organized the discussion. Sheikh Hasina said 1-point demand of the Bangalis was in the historic 6-point of Bangabandhu, which he frequently discussed with the family members, saying the 6 points was basically 1 point, the independence. The Prime Minister recalled contribution of her mother Sheikh Fazilatunisa Mujib for making the movement a success to pursue the 6-point demand by organizing the party activists. The Prime Minister firmly mentioned that the country will definitely go ahead and be established as a developed and prosperous golden Bangladesh, saying blood does not go in vain and it is now a proven truth.
পাকিস্তানি শাসকদের কথা ছিল যেটা সম্পূর্ণভাবে বিচ্ছিন্ন করার জন্যই এই দাবি তিনি তুলেছেন, কিন্তু সেটা বাস্তব না। তিনি মানুষের অধিকারের কথা বলেছেন। 6 দফা দাবি আদায়ের এই 7ই জুনে রক্তের অক্ষরে এই 6 দফার দাবির কথা লিখে গিয়েছিল বলেই আজকে এই 6 দফার ভিত্তিতেই নির্বাচন এবং আমাদের যুদ্ধে বিজয় এবং আমরা স্বাধীনতা অর্জন করি। এই 6 দফার ভিতরেই 1 দফা নিহিত ছিল, সেটা অন্তত আমরা পরিবারের সদস্যরা জানতাম। তিনি সবসময় বলতেন 6 দফা মানে 1 দফা, অর্থাৎ স্বাধীনতা। তা আজকে আমরা সেই স্বাধীন জাতি। বাংলাদেশ এগিয়ে যাচ্ছে, এগিয়ে যাবে, রক্ত কখনো বৃথা যায় না, এটাই প্রমাণিত সত্য। আর জাতিপিতা আমাদের মাঝে নেই, কিন্তু তার আদর্শ আছে। 75-এর পর আমরা মুক্তিযুদ্ধের আদর্শ হারিয়ে ফেলেছিলাম, কিন্তু সে আদর্শ আজকে আবার ফিরে এসেছে এবং জাতির পিতার সেই শিক্ষা নিয়েই বাংলাদেশ সারা বিশ্বের বুকে আজকে মাথা তুলে দাঁড়িয়েছে মর্যাদা নিয়ে। বাংলাদেশ এগিয়ে যাবে এবং বাংলাদেশ উন্নত সমৃদ্ধ সোনার বাংলা হিসেবে প্রতিষ্ঠিত লাভ করবে।
Awami League Advisory Council members Amir Hussain Amu, Tofail Ahmed and Dhaka University Professor Najma Shaheen also spoke on the occasion. Bangladesh Awami League and its associate bodies paid rich tribute by placing floral wreaths at the portrait of Father of the Nation Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman at Dhanmondi 32 in the capital on the occasion of historic 6-point day this morning. Awami League's General Secretary Ubaidul Qadir paid homage on behalf of the Prime Minister and the party. Awami League Presidium member Begum Motia Chaudhary, Dr. Abdul Razak, Shahjahan Khan and Jahangir Kabir Nanok, Joint General Secretary Mahbubul Alam Hanif, Dr. Hassan Mahmud and AFM Bahauddin Nasim were present among others central leaders. After placing wreaths, Awami League General Secretary said, "Those who do not believe in 6-point, their belief in the spirit of the liberation war is questionable."
সাতই জুনের শপথ, আমরা বঙ্গবন্ধুর সোনার বাংলা বিনির্মাণী আমাদের লক্ষ্য, স্বাধীনতার পর মুক্তি আমাদের লক্ষ্য। এই মুক্তির সোনালী রূপে পৌঁছা পর্যন্ত আমাদের সংগ্রাম চলবে। যারা বাংলাদেশের স্বাধীনতা সংগ্রামের ধারাবাহিকতাকে অস্বীকার করে, তারা বাংলাদেশের স্বাধীনতার ব্যাপারে তাদের আস্থার অভাব রয়েছে এবং তারা স্বাধীনতা যদি চেতনায় বিশ্বাসী হতো তাহলে তারা 7ই মার্চ 7ই জুন এই দিবসগুলোর প্রতি তাদের শ্রদ্ধা থাকত এবং এই দিবসগুলো তারা পালন করত।
Later, Dhaka City South and North Awami League, Awami Jubo League, Chhatro League, Krishok League, Shechchashebok League, Jatiyo Shromik League, Dhaka North and South Shromik League, Jubo Mohila League, Mohila Shromik League, Tati League, Bangabandhu Sanskritik Jot and other political, social and cultural organizations paid homage by placing floral wreaths at the portrait of Bangabandhu. Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmud has said countries should have ruling and opposition parties those advocate the spirit of the independence. But unfortunately, BNP, a big political party, does politics in association with anti-liberation evil forces even after 50 years of the country's independence. Dr. Hassan Mahmud said this while briefing journalists after paying floral tributes at the portrait of Father of the Nation Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman at Dhanmondi 32 in the capital, marking the historic 6-point day today. He says there are anti-liberation people within BNP as well.
ঘোষণা করেছিলেন প্রকৃতপক্ষে স্বাধীনতা অর্জনের লক্ষ্যে বাঙালির মনন তৈরি করার উদ্দেশ্য নিয়েই তিনি 6 দফা ঘোষণা করেছিলেন। এই 6 দফা যদিও 1966 সালে বাঙালির মুক্তির সনদ হিসাবে জাতির পিতা ঘোষণা করেছিলেন, বঙ্গবন্ধু কিন্তু স্বাধীনতার পরিকল্পনা করেছিলেন অনেক আগে। পাকিস্তান সৃষ্টির পরপরই যখন তিনি অনুভব করলেন এই পাকিস্তান রাষ্ট্র কাঠামোর মধ্যে বাঙালির কোনোদিন মুক্তি আসবে না, তখনই তিনি এই বাংলাদেশের স্বাধীনতার পরিকল্পনা করেছেন। আজকের এই দিন বাঙালির প্রকৃতপক্ষে মুক্তির সনদ যেদিন ঘোষণা করা হয়েছিল সেই দিন, এবং এই আন্দোলন সংগ্রামের পথ বেয়ে আমাদের স্বাধীনতা অর্জিত হয়েছে। কিন্তু দুঃখজনক হলো সত্য, আজকে স্বাধীনতার 50 বছর পরও স্বাধীনতা বিরোধী অপশক্তি যারা বাংলাদেশের স্বাধীনতা চায়নি তারা এখনো এই দেশে রাজনীতি করে। আমাদের এই দেশে রাজনীতি হওয়া উচিত, সরকারি দলেও থাকবে মুক্তিযুদ্ধের সপক্ষের শক্তি, বিরোধী দলেও থাকবে মুক্তিযুদ্ধের সপক্ষের শক্তি। কোনো দেশে স্বাধীনতার 50 বছর পর যারা স্বাধীনতার বিরোধিতা করেছিল তারা রাজনীতি করতে পারে না। আমাদের দেশে তারা এখনো রাজনীতি করে, আর বিএনপির মতো একটি বড় দল সেই স্বাধীনতা বিরোধীদের সাথে নিয়ে রাজনীতি করে, তাদের দলেও স্বাধীনতা বিরোধীরা আছে। এটি হচ্ছে দুঃখজনক।
The supplementary budget for 2020-2021 fiscal was passed through passing the Appropriation Supplementary Bill 2021 in the Parliament today. The total allocation in the current national budget was 5,68 crore taka. Later, the allocation in the revised budget stands at 5,38,983 crore taka. Finance Minister A.H.M. Mustafa Kamal moved the bill, which was passed unanimously. Earlier, the sitting of the House was resumed in the morning with Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhary in the chair. The members of the Parliament moved 190 cut motions in the supplementary budget. In the supplementary budget, the highest 2,890 crore 45 lakh and 30,000 taka was allocated for the local government division, while 2,850 crore 48 lakh and 13,000 taka was sanctioned for Health Services Division. Besides, Jute and Textiles Ministry got 1,905 crore 68 lakh and 44,000 taka. 1,039 crore 99 lakh 25,000 taka was earmarked for Water Resources Ministry. Besides, 1,005 crore 15 lakh and 56,000 taka was allocated for Primary and Mass Education Ministry. Finance Minister A.H.M. Mustafa Kamal placed the supplementary budget in the House on June 3rd, along with the national budget for 2021-22 fiscal. Earlier, a general discussion was held on supplementary budget for 2020-21. Deputy Leader of the Opposition in the House, Ghulam Muhammad Qadir and Amir Hussain Amu took part in the discussion, while Finance Minister A.H.M. Mustafa Kamal delivered his concluding speech on supplementary budget. The sitting of the House will resume on June 14th. 30 COVID-19 patients died and 1,970 new cases were traced today in the country. Directorate General of Health Services (DGHS) in its routine daily statement said the death toll has risen to 12,869 from coronavirus and the tally of infections has risen to 8,12,960. The recovery count rose to 7,53,240 after another 1,918 patients recovered during the past one day. The statement said 11.47% of 17,169 samples tested were positive today. DGHS statistics showed the people infected from the beginning 92.65% recovered, while 1.58% died. The statement said, of the 30 deaths, 3 is between 31 to 40 years, 3 in their 50s, 2 in their 60s, while 22 are above 60 years. 19 out of the 30 people died today were male, while 11 were female. DGHS informed that today 7 people have died in Dhaka Division, 11 died in Chattogram Division, 2 died in Rajshahi Division, 3 died in Khulna Division, 4 died in Sylhet Division, 1 died in Rangpur Division and 2 died in Mymensingh Division. Government is working to implement a mega plan to bring 80% people of the country under corona vaccination in phases. According to the plan, people can take corona vaccines produced by Sinopharm and Pfizer from next week. Director of the Expanded Program on Immunization (EPI) under the Health Directorate, Dr. Shamsul Haq, said this while talking to Bangladesh Television. He is also a member of the COVID-19 Control National Advisory Committee. Dr. Shamsul Haq said Bangladesh is one of the few countries which started vaccination to check coronavirus. It was possible due to the visionary leadership and skilled diplomacy of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. He said several lakh vaccines from Sinopharm and Pfizer have already reached the country. More vaccines are in line to reach. Dr. Shamsul Haq said preparations are progressing fast to start vaccination of Sinopharm and Pfizer soon. He said Bangladesh is maintaining communication with all the vaccine-producing companies and countries to get their vaccines within the shortest possible time. The rate of mortality and COVID-19 infection in bordering districts has been increasing further day by day. As such, the period of lockdown has been extended in some border areas, including tightened vigilance across the country. Meanwhile, in Rajshahi district, the time limit of closure of all business centres has been extended by 2 hours from 7 in the evening to 8 in the next morning. Instead, the Mango carrying special train and goods loaded trucks from Rajshahi district is plying normally. In Bogra district, out of 155 tested samples, 27 people have been detected as COVID-19 positive newly. In Kushtia district, out of 232 tested samples, 56 people have been detected as COVID-19 patients, raising the rate of infections in Kushtia at 25%. In Nator district, the rate of infection raised at 67.30% during the last 24 hours. In Jhinai district, 58 samples have been tested, out of which 24 detected as COVID-19 positive. 57 persons have died in the district so far. In Noakhali, 71 persons have been infected by the coronavirus, which is the highest in Shodor Upazilas during the last 24 hours. Indian variant COVID-19 patients have been detected in Chuadanga district. As a result, 16 bordering villages with India have been brought under full lockdown again. District Administration of bordering Naugao has imposed all-out lockdown at Naugao, Poroshobha and Niamutpur Upazila. The police have set up 18 checkposts to make the people alert. In Bagirhat district, 32 new people have been affected by Indian variant during the last 24 hours, raising the rate of infection at 45.71%. In Thakurgaon district, 2 persons have died, with 18 infected newly during the last 24 hours. In Satkhira district, out of 94 tested samples, 50 people were found COVID-19 positive, raising the rate of infection at 50.19%. In Meherpur district, 10 new persons have been detected with coronavirus, raising the total to 98 in the last 24 hours. A total of 123 persons have died in Chandpur district so far. The Khulna district police have collected about 46,000 taka in cash for the negligence of the people. In Chapai Nawabganj district, 75 new patients have been detected as COVID-19 positive during the last 24 hours. Meanwhile, the members of law enforcing agencies led by local district administrations are in strong vigilance at different roads crossings to oversee the lockdown program imposed in those bordering districts. Now, international news. COVID-19 global death toll crosses 37,45,000 and more than 17 crore 41,15,000 people have been infected globally. The United States, the worst corona-affected country in the world, has now about 3,42,11,000 confirmed cases and more than 6,12,000 deaths. Meanwhile, the death toll in India climbed to over 3,49,000 and the total tally of COVID-19 cases is about 2,89,10,000. Two passenger trains have collided in southern Pakistan, killing at least 36 people and injuring dozens more. Officials said that one train travelling in the Sindh province had derailed and landed on another track. A second train packed with passengers then collided with it and overturned. Rescue teams took the injured to nearby hospitals, and it is thought that several are in critical condition. Pakistan has seen a string of deadly train accidents over the past years. Prime Minister Imran Khan said he was shocked by the accident and promised a full inquiry. Now news on sports. Bangladesh lost to India by 2-0 in the FIFA World Cup 2022 and AFC Asian Cup 2023 qualifiers in Qatar today. The first half of the match was ended goalless at Jassim bin Hamad Stadium in Doha. Shonil Chetri scored the first goal for India in the 79th minute of the match. In the additional time, Shonil Chetri doubled the margin for India. To end the bulletin headlines once again. Country got independence through War of Liberation as Bangabandhu's 6 points written in blood of Bangalis, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in a virtual discussion on historic 6-point day. Awami League and various allied organizations paid rich tribute to Bangabandhu on occasion of historic 6-point day. Question remains to their beliefs in the spirit of independence who do not believe in 6 points, says Obaidul Qadir. Both ruling party and opposition should be in favour of the liberation war of country, but BNP doing politics with anti-liberation forces, says Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. Jatiyo সংসদ passes supplementary budget for the financial year 2020-2021. Corona infections spike across country, including the border districts, total lockdown and other safety measures taken. Global death total from coronavirus crosses 37,45,000, more than 17 crore 41 lakh infected. And Bangladesh lost to India by 2-0 in qualifying match of World Cup Football 2022 and Asian Cup 2023. And that's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us, and we invite you to watch our 11:30 Bangla News. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.